you create your moving helper service zone, there are many different strategies you can use to maximize your business. The first strategy you might want to consider is to create zones based on distance. You can create zones that are various distances away from you and charge more for zones that are further away. This is one way to charge for travel time and gas. You can overlap shapes when creating your zones. Just note that when zones overlap, customers will be charged the lower rate. Another strategy you can utilize is creating zones based on your travel time. You can create zones in different parts of town and change your availability to avoid traffic during certain times of day or days of the week. You can also limit your availability in faraway zones to specific days of the week. You can create zones centered around where your crews are located as well. For example, if your crew is based on the other side of town, you can create zones to decrease travel time or offer services specific to your crew. If you live in a more rural area, you can create zones that follow major highways. This is one way to increase your service area without increasing your travel time too much. You can also create zones in larger cities nearby. Just make sure your rates are high enough to cover the increased cost of travel. If you offer U-Box services, you can create a U-Box-only zone that covers several U-Box locations, as long as you are willing to drive that distance. Finally, you can create zones to avoid specific geographic features. For example, if you live in an area with mountains or bodies of water, you may want to create zones to avoid unnecessary hazards or longer travel times. If you live in an area with borders or tolls, you may want to create zones to avoid those as well. Your moving helper zones can be as simple or as complex as you want. You can even combine several of these ideas to best meet your business's needs. You can always create a new zone and keep it inactive while you figure out what works best for your business. When you are satisfied with your zone setup, be sure to change it to active to start booking jobs.